In the months that followed, I lived with an impending sense of doom, the clock steadily ticking towards the 1-year mark. My days were filled with dread, my nights with nightmares echoing the chilling door-pounding image. I read books, consulted with every expert who'd listen, and spent countless hours online, all in a desperate attempt to decode the message my future self seemed to be delivered. Despite my efforts, the answers remained elusive. It had been 6 months, and the night arrived. My pulse raced as the digital clock on my phone crept closer to the dreaded hour. As I opened the doorbell camera feed, a chill ran down my spine. There I was, a desperate version of myself hammering at the door. This time, however, something was different. The spectral me glanced over his shoulder, fear stark in his eyes, and one thing stood out from my previous encounters with my future self. He was covered in blood, head to toe, streaks of blood rushing down his head, dry and fresh layers, and he mouthed a single word before disappearing. Run. An icy dread filled me. What was I running from? Or rather, what would I be running from a year from now? Panic set in, but I reminded myself that fear wasn't going to solve anything. Determined to change my future, I spent the following months preparing for any imaginable threat. I upgraded my home security, took self-defense classes, and even got a trained guard dog, Max. A year passed. The night that once felt so far away was here. Max and I waited, watching the live feed on the porch. The seconds turned into minutes, and soon the dreaded hour arrived. I braced myself for the sight of my terrified self. But, to my surprise, the timestamp changed as usual, yet there was no sign of me. A sigh of relief left my lips. I had changed my fate. As I started to relax, I heard a low growl from Max to me, but I assured him that everything was okay. After ensuring the doors were locked and my security system was on, I began to get ready for bed. Walking into the bathroom, I began to wash my face with the icy water, only to open my eyes again and see turbid, dark water. I had my bathroom light off at the time, so I immediately turned it on so I could see the water before it went down the drain. It was red, dark red. That's when I looked up. There was blood running down my head, dry and fresh layers. In between myself and the mirror was an imprint of the words that I had seen 6 months ago, written in blood. Run. My phone buzzed. Motion detected at your front door.